A frightened woman was running through the night city, trying to escape from her pursuers. She was unlucky and was caught. The kidnappers were quickly leaving the scene of the crime when they suddenly saw a girl named Lin Yen standing in the road. Trying to run her down, the car sped up, but the girl with one move sent her skateboard flying into the windshield. Then the kidnappers came at her with bladed weapons. With her super strength, she threw them around like garbage bags, landing powerful blows. Seeing this, the leader decided to step out and deal with her himself, but Lin Yen hurled him over the car and slammed him into the wall. She uncovered her face and pointed a gun at him. Later that evening, Lin Yen was having dinner with her mother Lin Mei. Her mother noticed that the girl had dirty hair. After a short lecture about the dangerous city and how girls were not supposed to fight, Lin Yen left the table without finishing her food and went to her room. Unexpectedly, someone knocked at the door. It turned out to be the landlady, Mrs. Chun. She informed them that if they did not pay rent, they would be evicted in 2 days without further notice. Meanwhile, in a secret laboratory, an evil professor named Sun Peng ordered his assistant Xiao Fan to bring him this girl. The assistant explained that they were drawing too much attention. This greatly enraged him. Grabbing her by the throat, he reminded her that if she did not bring the girl within 2 days, there would be consequences. In the morning, Lin Yen came out of her room, put the money for the apartment on the table, then without eating breakfast went out onto the street. There she put on her favorite headphones, popped a candy in her mouth, and skated to work. Meanwhile, her mother was feeling very unwell. She was trying to remember in which drawer she had hidden her medicine. Finally pulling out the last dose, she administered the strange substance to herself, after which she felt better. Lin Yen continued on her way and suddenly noticed a car with 2 men following her. Their names were Sun Lan and Shen Yu. Sun Lan tried to talk to her, offering her a cup of coffee, but she ignored him and rode on along the sidewalk. Shen Yu sat quietly, and then unexpectedly began having visions of the future in which the girl would run into very serious trouble. Then he shouted, "Lin Yen is in danger, drive after her fast." Not far ahead, 2 black minivans blocked the girl's path, out of which stepped people in uniform as well as the leader who had been beaten the night before. One by one they began to attack her, but with her super strength Lin Yen threw them aside without difficulty. At great speed, Xiao Fan leaped out of a vehicle and struck the girl. It turned out she had the same superpowers. The opponents began a fight, displaying all of their abilities. After a blow to the stomach, Lin Yen flew back into a vending machine. From around the corner came a car from which Shen Yu yelled at her to get in. The girl jumped inside, but managed to catch a sedative dart in her leg on the way. At noon, while the girl's mother was working at a construction plant, the foreman said the boss was asking for her. First he relayed rumors about what an excellent worker she was, and then offered her a new position as his secretary with a doubled salary guaranteed. Lin Mei listened and immediately refused, explaining that she liked her current position just fine. A couple of hours later, while the 2 men stood on the pier discussing the recent fight, Lin Yen finally woke up from the sedative. She asked them who they were and how they knew her name. Sun Lan explained that they were investigating the mysterious disappearance of girls in the city, and that she had been intended to be one of the victims. Shen Yu told her he had the superpower of seeing the future and offered to tell her where her own superpower had come from, but she simply walked away. In the secret laboratory, the mad professor was conducting another experiment. The test subject died, sending him into a rage. At that moment, Xiao Fan arrived with bad news about losing the girl. The professor showed her a new compound that would enhance her superpower and ordered her to lie down on a cot. A liquid was then pumped into her body through a tube, causing her great suffering. At the same time, the girl's mother, her face covered with a mask and hood, went to a clinic to buy a new dose of the substance she needed, but since the price had gone up again, she could only afford 2 portions. That evening, after a hard day, Lin Yen returned home. Her mother told her to pack her things in suitcases so they could move somewhere else, because the television had reported many girls going missing across the city. Lin Yen began to recall how they had constantly moved when she was a child, as well as the woman who had tried to grab her. She needed to get to the bottom of all of this. The next day, the 2 men came to her at work. She asked why they kept following her. To impress her, Shen Yu said that right now on the news broadcast they would report a car accident at an intersection, and then a man would walk in and order a large mocha with double sugar. A second later, it all happened exactly as he described. He continued, after that another man would come in, order a cappuccino, then immediately change it to an espresso. That man turned out to be Mr. Xian Wei. Everything happened precisely as Shen Yu had predicted. Going out to the terrace, he explained to her that all of this had happened many years ago. A group called TT had been conducting experiments on girls, injecting them with an experimental compound that gave them superpowers. And now girls were disappearing again. He also explained that he had innate superpowers just like her, because his mother had been a test subject, just like hers. Later, sitting on a railing, Lin Yen received a message from them with the location of the laboratory. Her mother came up to her, and Lin Yen asked whether she had superpowers and knew about the group TT. When the mother began to deny everything, Lin Yen told her that she had been given the whole truth about the experiments, about the superpowers, about the substances her mother was forced to take now simply to stay alive. But the mother continued to insist on her version of events. Unable to bear the tension any longer, Lin Yen ran off, and immediately after that her mother fell ill. Barely making it to the bedroom, she took a vial from a box and injected it into her arm. Half an hour later the three of them were already halfway to the secret base located on top of a cliff. Arriving at the site, Lin Yen and Shun Yu ran to find an entrance while Sun Lan stayed in the car, watching the surroundings with a small drone. At that very moment someone knocked at the apartment door. Lin Mei opened it without hesitation and saw a gun pointed at her head. A shot was fired, but she managed to dodge the bullet. Uniformed people burst into the apartment and tried to seize her. Possessing the same superpower as her daughter, Lin Mei threw the attackers around the apartment, striking them with both hands and feet. Then grabbing onto an electrical wire she leaped out the window and landed on a lower floor, where a sniper hit her with a sedative dart. At last the superheroes managed to approach unnoticed and slipped inside the base. There in one of the rooms they found a pile of dead women. Hearing a noise they hid around a corner as people in suits brought in another woman. Continuing through the laboratory tunnels, a security alarm was accidentally triggered, alerting the professor that the girl was nearby. Sun Lan informed them that there was a passage ahead and he would pick them up there. Running through the tunnels they searched for the right direction, occasionally getting into fights with the laboratory guards. Finally bursting outside they got into Sun Lan's car and at full speed attempted to escape, but a chase began. As armed men fired in their direction, the rear tire blew out, sending the car flying off the road and over a high cliff. The pursuers reached the crash site but found no one, because the superheroes had managed to get out and hidden nearby in an old factory building. When Xiao Fan passed by with uniformed men, Sun Lan accidentally made a noise. Lin Yen then stepped out to face them herself and engaged in an unequal fight, while Xiao Fan chased after the two young men who were retreating. Reaching them she grabbed Xinyu by the throat and pinned him against the wall, then struck Sun Lan with her foot. Suddenly Lin Yen appeared and immediately tried to knock the evil woman out. It turned out she was on a performance-enhancing substance. She easily broke through the wall several times, throwing Lin Yen into it. Expecting the end to have come, someone fired a dart into Xiao Fan's neck. After some time Lin Yen came to in an unfamiliar place where her friends were already waiting. Xian Wei walked up and explained that he had been passing by, heard the fight and decided to bring them to his place. Without waiting to hear him out, Lin Yen grabbed her things and ran outside. Returning home she found the furniture completely destroyed, and after checking the rooms found her mother was gone. There Shun Yu had a vision of the events that had taken place in the apartment earlier, and then showed her a newspaper featuring the very man who had saved them. Then, unexpectedly, he appeared in the doorway. Xian Wei told the story of how 20 years ago her mother was kidnapped for drug research. However, secret experiments were also conducted on her in which a serum was injected that produced superpowers. A couple of days later, in the middle of the night, Lin Yen took the motorcycle keys, put on a protective helmet and rode off to rescue her mother. Her friends woke up, saw that she was gone and decided to follow her and help in any way they could. Once inside the laboratory, Lin Yen used her new speed to scatter the guards in the blink of an eye, and then saw her mother lying unconscious. As she approached, the mother came to with a terrifying look in her eyes, grabbed her daughter by the throat and hurled her hard to the floor. She appeared to be under the influence of the compound the evil professor had been pumping into her. She kept trying to land blows on her daughter, but the girl kept dodging, until suddenly Shun Yu appeared and fired his gun. Lin Yen thought her mother had died, but she regained consciousness, then quickly moved to Xin Yu and slammed him to the floor. In the adjacent room the evil professor and his assistant were watching what was happening. Xian Wei entered and demanded they hand over the flash drive with the secret experiment files. The professor laughed and ordered his assistant to kill him. She drew a serrated knife, but instead of attacking Xian Wei she stabbed the professor in the back several times. Continuing to fight her daughter, Lin Mei suddenly stopped just before delivering a lethal blow. All kinds of memories connected to her daughter flashed through her mind. At that moment the effect of the compound wore off, and she fell unconscious. Xiao Fan entered the room saying that if she wanted to save her mother she should fight. They exchanged fierce blows. Finding herself pressed against a wall, weakened and covered in blood, Lin Yen prepared to die from the sharp knife, when she suddenly tripped her opponent, who fell with her throat directly onto the very knife she had been holding. While Lin Yen lay there drained of all strength, Xian Wei took her mother and carried her off in an unknown direction.